They went.
Yep, okay. Seems like everything's set, so... Alright, what have we got?
Trainer's mail. Got our Spirit Link.
Seems like a reasonable start.
Ultra Ball discarding Ariados. Grass Energy. Our Sceptile, our Spirit Link dying. Professor Birch's observation.
Sad to say, this is one of the better draw cards that we can use right now, so... I got it this time. Shovel draw 7, pretty good.
Oh, it begins. Force of Giant Plants. Mega Sceptile.
Seems pretty good.
Grass Energy. Virizion. Super Scoop Up.
Oh, okay. I know it doesn't actually matter because it's like predetermined and stuff, but it certainly feels like it does, doesn't it?
Shaman EX.
I set the thing randomly and go. It's not pre-coded.
Alright, it's your turn.
Okay. Okay, that one breaks his hand. Look.
Yay.
Go press. We can. Two fight energy is
I might need to turn you up slightly on Discord here real quick. One sec.
Yeah, I got a distro upgrade, so still my settings reset.
No, it's fine. Just casually noting as I go. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna up your volume a little bit here. It doesn't help, I think, that being a Mega Mari song that's on in the moment, that one is a little bit louder than average, so don't worry about it. It's not.
Yeah, that's an unfortunate pride. I think it's going to be a. Band on the Meditite, energy on the Landorus, BSD can Sycamore. Discarding Medicham, Eco Arm. Well, Stadium's getting bumped for Fighting Stadium.
Makes sense.
Damage has been done, I think, anyway, hasn't it? So.
Another compress. Bang energy, hex, Lysander.
Yep.
It's a lot of energy going away.
And Yeah, we'll do the damage. It's 20, 40.
Landers goes raw.
Yep. Rawr.
Salty that it lost so many moves going into Gen 9.
Nice. Will VS Seeker the Birch?
Oh, see, when you just flip heads every time, this is the best card in the game. Right?
Right.
We'll put down Ariados,
Ooh.
bump the stadium,
Uh-oh.
and we will poison the Landorus and use the base attack of the Sceptile EX Unseen Claw.
That's a straight KO.
Yes, it is. Yeah. Aye, and just to show those here, Unseen Claw, if there's a status condition on, it does 70 more. So yeah. Hey, so close. Going decent enough.
Oh, got the stadium back.
No more shenanigans.
Level
Can't
ball.
blame you.
Again, it almost feels like the damage has been done in those shenanigans, though. That was nasty.
I just hope I hit it here, because if I don't, I just lose. I have a strong for it. And then I have to Sycamore Scar, my second supply standard, and a muscle band.
Yeah, shame in the end that if we'd have known, I guess, it could have banded the Lando, huh? But you wouldn't expect that to come out of nowhere here.
Trainer's mail. Take a corner, take a...
Let the chain begin.
Ultra Ball. That's gonna this. Yeah, it's gonna have to be guard, coroner, and another energy. Yeah, and Meditite. Put a focus stash on it. Shaming for 4. Bench Orlando. And let's figure out what that we're doing here. Let's see, 30 per hit. 30,
70?
70. No,
No.
No, it's
90?
90. Yeah.
per hit.
That's enough.
Funny, mean kit goes burr, and actually because of the stadium 2 turns in a row, yeah, that's enough to just KO the Sceptile here. With its dual attack, because it's 30 plus 60, and you get to do that twice.
Down a Sceptile. Trainer's meal.
You don't think it's much until it just starts stacking that bonuses, then suddenly the Mega Sceptile just dies.
Mm. Yeah, lucky for you, you got to shout at it first time, otherwise it wouldn't have been nearly as good there, but still.
Yeah, that's why I chose to go second on this deck, because I just really need that turn 1 shout.
Understandable.
Oh, what do I grab here?
Like it's just like it definitely gets much better when carving comes in. It's just much better at the job than Landorus. It can stand up. It can safeguard means it's not dead nearly as easy, that kind of thing that it got hit with, and
Yeah,
it gets two at a time.
it's a turn slower, but then yeah, you generally just, I guess, choose to go first at that point, you know.
Yeah, yeah. There's me out for a birch. Yep.
Touch of grass energy to the Verzian.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
You shaman for 2.
Okay.
Energy retrieval.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, do I energy retrieval? No, I don't actually. We'll birch.
Wow. Okay. 3
3
for
out of
3.
3 on birch.
Yeah. It really is just the best card in the game.
We'll poisonous nest.
Mm-hmm.
That's very annoying for your focus sash if it ever came up.
Trainer's meal.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just terrible into this matchup. I just dumped it for a shaman draw there. Kind of unfortunate given the matchup, but
I don't think you're in any real trouble that way, to be honest.
Grab Professor's Ladder. And we will bail out.
okay. 10 damage on.
It's
Yeah,
back into
it's
hand,
the
isn't
hand,
it?
sorry.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Professor's letter. You fight energy to hand.
Yep.
Ultra ball discarding birch muscle band.
Oh yeah, he's already got a sash on him, hasn't he? Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. I know, it's kind of awkward.
I was looking at it going, hang on a minute, and I was like, oh right, yeah.
I eat you regardless. So, flying onto the Medicham versus Seeker Lysander. This ended up in there earlier.
So what do you want?
I kill the Septar regardless, don't I, sir?
Yeah, you are doing that 180 at the moment, so
Yeah. And I don't think I can afford to take a one prizer right now, so I will do the city kicks.
Well, we have another one.
which we knew because bailout.
I could do without or eat a shaman.
No, you're completely right with the way that was set up.
We'll touch a grass to the Verzian.
Mm-hmm.
It's an annoying hand. Ultra Ball, discarding Sycamore. Zaptile. Field Search. Yeah, we'll just have to ignore it. Okay, knock out your stadium. Spirit Link, Mega Saptile, and prize count.
120 because you are behind on prizes. At least it's putting in work, to be honest. There was a bit of a question mark about this card, but it's doing work.
It's a respectable amount of damage for a one prizer.
130 with the... Yeah, it hits 130 with the area loss, which is a good number.
Yeah.
Bailout is pretty nice.
Here's where the poison's annoying, because even if I promote the Meta Champs, yeah, it lives on a stash, but then poison kills it.
Yes, exactly. That's the thing.
Okay, and...
Yeah, I gotta say, you've lasted longer than I would have in this game, Sai. I probably would have lost a turn prior, so, and basically anyway, so, yeah.
Coroner?
Yep.
Ah, dear. Silly roomies.
Lucha and Scapegoat.
Ooh. Spicy.
Bench the whole Lucha. Patch Defying active, and I will yeah, I'll just shout there then.
Rawr.
Rawr,
The most underwhelming roar in history.
Trainer's Mail.
Man, it's almost feeling like we need energy switch in this deck, to be honest. That would be so sick right now. Go energy switch attached Jagged Saber. That'd be pretty cool.
Professor's Ladder. And we'll prize count.
Yep.
You gotta promote before you draw.
I did promote.
Oh, right, sorry, I
Didn't
see the
I?
hologs. Yeah, I thought you... why did I think otherwise? Sorry.
Yeah, so that's exactly what I did.
Don't worry about it, it's fine, it's me. I didn't see the... I didn't hear the thing go for some reason, so I just was like... Yeah, because I just heard the card draw and I was like, wait, you haven't done the thing, but you have, because, yeah. This is what happens when you rely on audio cues a lot as well for everything. Man, this Farisi has been a real headache, jeez.
Yeah. Like, I'm not sure it's really the Virizion or just me being in an awkward situation for cards. Because
It's kind of both, to be honest.
yeah, like, I need to see a certain card, but I can't really afford to play a draw card at the moment, is the problem. Like, backup plan had to get Sycamore early.
Hmm.
Zika Lysander in a Shaman. Pump Stadium. Punch 2 Landos. Flying Press 4 for the 80.
Yep.
Doesn't this resist?
Does not affect it by
Shining
weakness and
Spirit.
resistance. Yeah.
Super skip up.
Oh, the one that you really needed.
Energy retrieval. Attach grass. And should I attach grass? Hang on, let me think here. Yeah, I should just to be safe because I might not hit what I need off this. So, well, observations. We will pay retreat. And prize count?
Yep.
We are now even! How has it come to this?
Strong energy on the Medicham. Escape rope. Doesn't matter because I have First Lysander for that Shaman.
No hand disruption apart from red card is the thing. Yeah.
I was desperately looking for this.
What put me up there was that.
Also this, because if I could get this, then I could have had a chance to get another Ariados up and then would have
I
helped.
wasn't sure if the whole Lucha or another Meditite was correct there. Kind of awkward on my energy situation because I knew I was like one of my strongs and I was basically there if I kept the Medicham alive. I had them left in deck. It was just I couldn't afford to burn my VS Seekers on it because I needed them for Lysander. My Lysanders.
Literally, if Sai had any one of his like 3 remaining VS Seekers or something there, VS Seeker AZ on that Shaman, then I think that probably wraps it up. Because you could only do 100 at max to the to his Shaman with what you had there, right? Because it wasn't
Stadium plus.
Was it strong energy you had on at the end as well?
Yeah, I had strong at the end. I was looking for damage.
Okay, yeah, probably would have been fine
for most of that game. And
yeah.
What the hell did I thought by?
Nothing.
No, that first kill was really devastating.
Yeah, that was pretty nasty.
Yeah, well, it's, maybe I think I should probably find a second whole Lucha in this. I wasn't sure how useful it was going to be, but during that end game, it would have been so much nicer to be able to just double whole Lucha instead of having to set another this guy up.
Holucha was never truly a bad idea, huh?
It's just like the obvious cut is Zap. That's just a filler space. Yeah, I was running this because I knew I was going to run low on muscle bands. Because I was starting with the later list, the Nats list, which ran Reggie Rock as its main damage mod, and I had 1 muscle band as a result. But we obviously don't have that yet, do we?
No, that's Fates Collide. Good old Sir Reginald Rockiness.
So I need to rely on muscle band more, but I didn't think even 4 muscle band was enough, so I decided to try the Eco Arm out, and it honestly would have been really nice there if it didn't get turn 1 Sycamore.
Yeah, well.
It just happens sometimes.
It does.
The focus dash were bad into the Ariados, but I think I was just good into the step down in general because I could one-shot it.
Well,
I really had to.
No, you couldn't, but you got the preemptive hit first, so that's why.
I think it's like 2 strong stadium.
You need 2 strong stadium and muscle band, which is not happening. Let's be real. That's so much to ask for without getting like Lysander or have a thing killed first or whatnot.
Yeah, true.
I was wondering if I wanted Mega Turbo in this.
Mega Turbo is an interesting card for sure. Definitely wouldn't have been like a horrible idea, but
it helps you get back in the game if you fall behind. That's what it does. Because you were forced to play slow with Vizian. You got away with it because I was stuck in a weird situation as well, where I just didn't have the means to kill a Shaman. But because that's the other problem with this deck. Actually, the energy supply is very tight, even with this much basic. Because you have to end up compressing a lot early on. Maybe I should have said that 3rd one there. Make sure there'd be a 2-card compressor. It's a weird one.
Compressor's so like alluring. It's like I have to mill free every single time because it's busted. It gets me through my deck faster, but sometimes not always correct, is it?
Rex might have been a 3rd support there, to be honest. These things were clogging up my deck so much late game. But that always feels bad, but
yeah. Understandable.
Yeah, and the reason I couldn't... Oh yeah, in case it wasn't obvious, my 1 Birch was prized early game, which is why I had to do that awkward Sycamore Eco Arm stuff.
Knowing the way these things go, you'd have shuffled through 4 and bricks for the rest of the game anyway if you did it that way, so... Sometimes you've just got to accept that Sycamores are going to hurt and just go for it.
It wasn't the worst Sycamore in all existence, but... The deck just needs more muscle bands than it can get, so Eco Arm is the way to go.
Yeah, fair enough. Alright, who wants a crack at it?
Do have a second deck, so
I do not, so
Fair enough.
minute here.
Get that shuffled up. Alright, what would we like?
Heads.
No, I am definitely going first off of that.
And I'm all.
I almost wish I did, but actually no. This hand is oh god, why is it still flipped? Whatever. Yeah, okay.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, okay. Yep, fair enough. It's 2 in my pile. This might end up being... still doesn't seem very good, but we'll see.
Okay. We have a basic.
Yay! Alright, I'll take my tool, and oh dear god, okay, yeah, sure. Right, well, let's see what we can do then. Well that does not help in the slimes. Okay, that's not strictly true, it does a bit. Let's go Ultra Ball, pitching. I do not like any of the options for it here, but we've kind of just got to do what we got to do here. Yeah, I am making no friends today, but that is fine. Realistically speaking. Okay, what are we dealing with? So, nothing. It's 1, 2... 3, 4, 5. Okay, I don't know what the other one. The other one's a one of. I can never remember. That's always the hardest part, I think, about like prize checking and stuff when you're building so many different decks. Is checking your one ofs. That always is the bit that gets me. Yeah, I don't know exactly which one it is, but it's fine. Yep, we're making no friends today.
Fun.
I know, but again, nothing interested me out of this, so yeah. Artish down, Double Dragon, Muscle Band, we are going to AZ the Shaman as our supporter here. So that's going to come in, Shaman for the 4. Well, you get a turn, I'll give you that. We are going to level ball here. Yeah, I've run out of like ways to get to it, but I'm not that far off, I'll tell you. Yeah, let's. Oh, I think I might know what's the prize is. No, he's in here. I don't know what the fuck it is then. Whatever. Thought it might have been the rabbit, but it's not. Yeah, let's get it shuffled up because we're just gonna take another Oddish here. I do have Forest, so we are going to put Gloom down at the very least. And yeah, that's gonna be the turn. Go ahead.
Fun.
Yeah, wow. You've got Seismitoad in that list, you don't get to complain.
Sure.
I mean, you're playing water. If you've not got Seismitoad in there, then you're doing it wrong. Yep.
Headring of the Shaman. Well, if you're gonna thingy me, I'm just gonna stick them all away. These 2 VS Seeker
Yeah, it makes sense.
and a Mega Main, but that's an unfortunate top deck.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't say that, but what are you gonna do with Mega Man in this thing?
Rough Seas. Bounce
Sure.
That. Benjamin, Bench an Articuno, and
Once you put an energy down on it, yeah.
no, I mean, can I put do one? Think around his hand. Yeah, there's cards up in that play. Mega Evolve to enter.
Excuse me?
Uh,
Fuck off, you've just played
oh,
that
right.
this turn.
Oh yeah.
Excuse me.
Sorry,
That is not Forest of Giant Sparks.
I goofed. Just a pass then.
Okay. Well. Yeah. Well.
No engine in top 14 is always a bit.
Yeah. Well, next card was Plume, so of course it was. You know, we play out as many cards as I could with the Shaman. The next one happens to be it. I have DCE. Yeah, I'm just gonna Chaos Wheel. So 120 because I've got the band on, and no Stadium. No, not that you're gonna bounce that anyway, but no Special Energy. Tool doesn't really matter because your item locked anyway. Yep.
I stand in the stupid flower.
Sure.
Benjamin, this time for sure.
Yeah.
Your turn.
Okay. We will draw. DC on the Shaman, and we will Sycamore, discarding the Ultra Ball. That will evolve to Gloom. We will. Do I want to do? I mean, just because you've got it down, you could have healed last turn. I'm gonna bounce the Stadium so you don't now. Not much I'm gonna do beyond that, I don't think, off it, but yeah, go ahead.
Bump it back. Actually, remember to heal this turn.
Yeah, that's fine. Oh, that is not where it goes. Thank you very much. It was a bit too close to the bottom of the screen.
Attach water to the main and pass.
Yeah, okay.
Oh yeah, over on
I
can't
was gonna say, it's for a colorless.
Yeah, yeah, I will do that and put the 20 on the Giratina.
Sure. Alright, we will draw. Second Tina down, I'll double dragon that, and that's gonna have to do it for now. Go ahead. Bit annoying, but you know. Yep.
Heal. Overrun, put the 20 on the fresh Tina.
Sure. Alright, we will draw. Yeah, go ahead. It's kind of annoying given this many turns off it, but you know.
Heal.
This is the irritating bit. This has got 130 HP this time round, so it's still short. Although at this point, I imagine you might not have actually wanted that muscle band down on it because it's just helping me more.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Nice for the fort, actually.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah. Keep hitting the team without the muscle band.
Yeah, because that's the one you're going to need to hit more, I guess. Alright, we will draw. It's just like one card away from being the thing. Go ahead.
Oh,
There's not much I can
fully
do.
heal. Patch lightning to the Mega Main. And keep pinging that Tina.
I don't think you're playing this quite right, but yeah, I'll say afterwards. But I don't think that's quite the right choice off it, but it's fine. Lysander the Kuno, because this thing is not exactly doing much for a while. Go ahead.
Well, this is just annoying. Well,
That's the plan.
AZ the Articuno.
Must be nice. Yep.
Second lightning. I will take the KO, putting the water on.
Yep. Yeah, it's
Okay,
probably for the
prize.
best. Yeah, take the prize.
Thanks for the heads up.
Okay. So the reason you're doing this wrong is because you haven't been hitting the gloom on the bench as well with the overrun. You'd have been completely out of item lock at this point if you were hitting the gloom as well. But since you haven't, now I can play all my stuff and probably get this right down for the next turn. Just the order is the thing that I've got to consider at this point, because there's a lot of good stuff here. I guess I could just like ship all of it in order to get this down as needed. Yeah, it's probably fine. Yeah, we'll just play the two in sequence. We've got two Ultra Balls. I'm just gonna ship all of that. I was gonna play the cards down, try and get the other stuff off of it, but I think it's best just to get the two cards I really need off of it here. We'll get a Plume. We'll get a second Shaman. Let's just not faff around like hunting for random stuff when I can just get what I need. Bunnelby's the last card in hand, so before this goes in, so we'll do that to Shaman draw 5. That probably helps a bit. We will bump the Stadium. Whoa, what the hell? What? Have I got just like a ton of lag going on today or something? Because that is so weird. I let go of that and then it's like... Yeah. Why did I go up with this one? I don't have energy on this thing. That's stupid.
You're roboting, Cal, at least on my end.
Same. Your ping spiking quite high.
I'm not dropping frames. That's weird. Don't know what I can do with that, to be honest. Yeah, this was really dumb. I don't know why I didn't do it the other way, but whatever. We've got Valplume. I guess I'm just gonna have to play Birch here. What the fuck is happening? Huh. Just that real quick. Yeah, it's spiking. I can see it. I don't know what's going on with it here. I'm gonna try this again. See if we can handle that. Ay ay ay. It's weird because I'm not dropping frames anymore, so I don't know what's going on with that. Okay. Well... That's... no good. Go ahead. Yeah, I went in with the wrong one. I don't know why I even bothered. I know kind of why, because it's just like trying to avoid the other damage, but I don't know why I went in with this one. This was stupid.
Lightning for this main. Retreat out, do a 60.
Sure. Alright, we will draw. Not even next card, huh? Alright, easy. It's not great because that gets discarded, but we'll survive, I'm sure. Let's put it back down and we will Chaos Wheel for 120.
Bench 2 Articunos and a Shaman to finally stop bricking.
Sure.
Actual water to the main. And do the 120.
Yeah. Alrighty. Gonna try this again, I guess. Yep. Not amazing. Okay. Where do we go with that? Good lord. Yeah. Is just that's so dangerous though. Alright, DC on the Shaman and we will Chaos Wheel here for KO. Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take my Assault Laser KO here then.
Yeah, so
Yeah, so I thought I might throw it a second there. Yeah, take KO.
with
Assault... Oh wait, I got a choice, haven't I? Sorry, I'm a dumbass. I started to realise that.
yeah, you can't just say take KO when you've got an attack to declare, right? So
Oh, sorry, I thought I did. That must have cut out then. Sorry.
no, you
But,
just
on review, I realised I can actually kill with Overrun.
yeah. I thought you just said take KO. That from what I could hear, it was just take KO. So that's why I'm questioning it here.
Yeah, take KO with Overrun. Hit the button. Hit the button B.
Sure. Okay. So it's 2 taken. God, is there really only 3 prizes that Dingy left there? Okay. So it just seems weird, but that's fine. Alright, we will draw. Just to think about where this is best to go. Yeah, I think it's got to be stunned a little bit longer here. Lysander Apokuno. And we will Sky Return, so you can have that bit back. Can't just kind of give it to you that way because these are going back to my hand. So do that, do that. Yeah, I just have to draw the 3, and then honestly, it's probably the best bet. It can take any hit you've got. So at least at the moment, because you can't play the muscle band, so it can take any hit that you've got. Yeah, I should maybe do the same with mine. So I know the main bit I was looking at, but
Pass.
sure. Music to my ears. Alright, Double Dragon on the Giratina. And go ahead. just enough energy in there for turbo at some point.
So we're going in. Hex Maniac.
Sure, okay. No abilities until the end of my next turn. Yep.
Switch. Ultra Ball, discard Spirit Link Compressor.
Good, you didn't fall into the trap of getting Shaman. Trust me, I have seen it happen. Uh-huh.
Spirit Link on there. Lightning on the Minetric and Overrun, putting 20 on the Bumblebee.
Sure. So that goes up to 4. That's fine. We will draw. Honestly, pretty okay giving up that surprise, I think. Because it's more of a bait than anything right now. As a result, we will AZ the Varplane. No point in like getting rid of all the thing because I can forest it back down, so that's fine. We'll do that. We will DC. I noticed you did not via Seeker Hex, so should probably be fine on that front. Just thinking if I need to do anything more with the hand here. So there is a possibility. I guess this could be right to put that down. It seems a bit risky though. Sure, I'll put it down. I've got space to Muscle Bandit. Yeah, we'll just use Forest of Giant Plants, put this thing straight back down, and we will Chaos Wheel for the 100s.
Okay.
It's what I wanted to do before when I fucked up because I didn't have enough energy on the previous one to do it. That's why I probably should have not. Like, I was trying to be too cute with the whole band thing, you know. So I fucked up mid-game for stuff there, but oh well. If I lose because of that, I lose because of that, so be it.
They retreat for the other Minetric.
Yep.
Overrun KO the Bumblebee.
Sure. So you go down to 2. This goes to just 20. We will draw. Yeah, so no more Bumblebee means DC goes down on this, that is for sure.
You have to discard the Bumblebee.
Yeah, we've got to get rid of that. I thought you already had, sorry. Thought you were messing with the stuff over this side. We will... Do I want to do that? Yeah, I think I do, because I might need other stuff off it here. We will bitch. I was gonna say, I swear to God if that lands on its side. Okay. And yeah, we will Chaos Wheel for 100.
Okay.
Should be getting pretty close to wrapping it up at that.
Sure is. Doop. Doop. Lysander in the Shaman.
Yeah. Happen to just have it, yeah.
I remember the heal this time. No,
No, you did not. You were not allowed to play that.
Okay.
Better lucky than good. That's all I can say. I went like 8 turns in that mid game, not finding one of my 4 AZs. So, yeah, nice to be lucky. That's all I can say. It's a decent enough match because at least your Manectric is playable. But yeah, you were very, very lucky in that one. Not deserved, I don't think. Like, at least you held on to some of the stuff off it, which is nice, but yeah, that was not deserved.
I didn't kill the Vileplume because my hand was a brick even without item lock. You would have just got another Vileplume, like...
I don't think I could have. I discarded Gloom at the start of the game for the Ultra Ball, remember? So I have 1 Gloom left. No, you need to kill this if you're just gonna overrun spam for the thing. There was no reason not to just kill the Gloom. Like, that was 100% the play to make, because it doesn't matter that you don't have the items at the time. If I can't get another one established, you basically have free reign for the rest of the game when you do get there. Literally does not matter. You're like two-shotting this at the time anyway, because I had the thing on it. So, it did not matter. You needed to kill the Gloom if you were just going to overrun spam. That was the sort of right way to go about it, for sure. Although, again, I coached you hardcore in that one to help you win that, so you should not have won that game, like, at all. Just saying, but...
I'm forgetting rough seas in general. Like, first time I play with the card, so it happens, but still.
Yeah.
I make a mess. Yeah, I don't find enough time to practice the game. That's the problem on my end.
That's fine. Like, again...
This is based off a Nats list for the end of the season. Articuno... Well, not quite end of the season, but it's like Fates Collide. Articuno main.
Not gonna lie, free water energy with the Articuno like that looks like fucking garbage. I'm just gonna say it as is. That is terrible. Absolutely no way that's the play.
I don't know how they got away with it. I assume that this is only here for Night March.
Well, yeah, but even then, no shot.
Yeah, playing that out, I totally agree. There should be a fourth water here. Like, I imagine the idea is you're supposed to compress them super early if you need Articuno that game, but, well...
Yeah, no, I mean, it is what it is. I feel like saying no love lost when it comes to this thing. That I do not care for this in the slightest, but, you know, you can clearly see because I made mistakes during that as well, right? The DC on the Shaman wasn't a mistake because I couldn't do anything about that. I had to play that down because Sycamore was coming in that turn, so that was just like use it or lose it sort of thing. Didn't have anything else down it was going to work on. But yeah, putting up the non-banded one just because I was wanting to not take 120, that was dumb. Because I was stopping you playing the Stadium anyway, so it was like Lysander potential on the Mega Main here. So yeah, that was just not smart on my own end, not gunning for the one that I already had energy on. I don't think was it only because you were focusing on the other one. There was only 20 on it at the time, so you wouldn't have even killed it with the.
Yeah, I thought I did 160 for some reason.
Yeah. So no, that was my own mistake off it too. Like saying I'm. Yeah.
I was gonna say it right up.
I mean, so, okay, to be fair, seeing you play this and, to be honest, kind of the Sceptile as well, are, like, two of the only, like, EX-based things that can actually deal with this when it comes to the Mega stuff. Like, I know I was mentioning Guardy just because it hits weakness, but let's be honest, Guardy's a bit rough to play in the first place with the stuff here. But these two are like, this and Sceptile are the only things that actually have good attackers for the regular EXs, and that actually does make a huge difference. So, if anything, it was at least, like, playable for the stuff there, right? But you try playing anything else, basically, into this thing, and it's like, it's not happening, you know? Toad is kind of useless because, I mean, yeah, I have items, but I'm not really that sort of focused that way. It's just to get the setup and I'm locking anyway. Toad is bad. Yveltal is rough because you don't get to play DCE down. Ray obviously dies.
Poison is not good for Vileplume.
You can't poison Vileplume. It's a grass type.
Alright, it's grass.
Yeah.
Psychic.
You have to. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like you can't deal with Vileplume in 2 hits with this deck. That's the thing I was finding difficult. Although, to be fair, I'm playing a slightly different thing with this because I have Silent Lab instead of the Forest, and I took out the Super Scoops because they are sus as hell to me. So I was like, I put other stuff in instead of that. So I played a slightly different take on it, but yeah, it's like it's tough. It's doable because you can like 2-shot the Giratina with this guy, and it's easier to set more of these up than it is to set Tina's, but it's still not great because your main draw is something you can't do because you just don't do damage with that. It's no point. You can't even do the loop because you don't have access to the discarded energy, so you can't even try and do the Mega Sceptile loop that this deck is going for because your item recovery doesn't work under Vileplume, you know? So yeah, it's tough, definitely. But yeah, like I said, no love lost with this whatsoever, but this set is like terrible, so I did make other stuff, but nothing was testing nearly as well as this did, and then you could kind of see why in the end.
Yeah. I believe I had to add the headringers in this list somehow.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Because it was on like, because they were on an enhanced tower, but no headringers in the main deck.
This isn't a Manectric at this point, though, is it? It's strictly Mega Manectric. That's the thing. It doesn't really use the regular one like at all. So
Well, here's the thing: if you can headringer Giratina before they get set up,
yeah,
they are miserable.
Yeah. If I went first, that was getting a ringer on it for sure.
yeah, which is no, it wasn't because I didn't have it down turn 1. I had Shaman down first. Yeah, this is how weird that game went. I led Shaman because that was all I had in the hand with it. I Ultra Balled for this guy, so you probably would have head-rigged the Shaman, and that got AZ'd up turn 1 anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah, that wouldn't have worked.
Would I AZ blind? I probably. Is it correct? It's probably correct to blind headringer into a Shaman lead.
I mean, to be fair, DCE is very common in a lot of decks right now, so... And when I see main as the opener, you can bet your ass I am looking to Sky Return turn 1, right? So, I think that would be perfectly reasonable to headrigger or Shaman on the first bit there. But yeah, like I said, no love lost within this thing whatsoever. This is not something I like really to do. It is one of the more effective ways of playing Plume at the moment. Later on, this gets even worse because you get like Revitalizer in here. You basically take out the level balls, I think, as you go, because they're fine, but they don't really get everything that you want out of here, right? Like, if that... Not that it could have been, but like if that level ball was an Ultra Ball or something instead, I could have gotten another Shaman on the first turn, kept going further, potentially gotten to Vileplume at that point. But Revitalizer is insane. It lets you play like Battle Compressor in here instead, which also helps your early setup because you don't need to necessarily bulk out quite as... Like you generally do because you don't play VS Seeker in a Vileplume deck, but it lets you play into discarding the Plume pieces from the deck and then using Revitalizer to get them back. Revitalizer shuffle adds, doesn't even shuffle, it adds 2 grass types when you discard to your hand as an item. So yeah, later on it gets even easier to set the stuff up and it gets more consistent with that. I wanted to play it before then, partly just so we could get out of the way potentially, but mostly because it's also just Bath City. And, you know, it's like, if there's nothing else that I'm keen on in this set, then I've got to try and do what I've got to try and do with it, you know.
I'm happy with how this performed.
Oh yeah,
I like it.
It's a shame it wasn't a good matchup for it because, you know, single prizer, etc. But yeah, if you'd have had a slightly better setup to start with, I think you need the 4th Sceptile. That was one of the things I added instead of the Super Scoops. If you were able to get a slightly better start going off of it and being able to establish like the 2 Sceptile thing, I don't think Pepper can win that game at that point. Because doing 220, as we've established, is virtually impossible with even with that deck.
If he overextends to do the 220, it's getting one shot in the clapback, and then
right.
all those resources are gone.
Right, because the other thing is, to do 220, you need to give up the Focus Sash. So it doesn't matter whether Ariados is in play or not at that point, you are still dying to that. So, yeah, it's like... I think if you could have established it more, and to do that, I think you need just a little bit more of the line. Yeah, to sort of just briefly contrast, because I did look into this thing, but I figured since you were going to, it's like, I'm not playing this. The mirror match is like unplayable, it's so bad.
They're not doing enough damage to each other.
They can't kill each other, it's so sad.
Basically a mill deck. It's basically a mill mirror at that point.
I think what you
Mill
need,
mirror.
in order to beat Mirror, what you need is Target Whistle. Because the only way you can beat Mirror is if you Lysander Shaman like turn after turn, right? Because if you can Lysander Shaman, kill it with either of the attacks that are relevant, Jagged, you need Poison for both, but that's fine. Both of them can kill it, and then if you can just Target Whistle and just bring it back, that's what you really need. But yeah, this was what I looked at. Again, I found I didn't really need the speed. It was nice sometimes, but I didn't really need the speed setup quite as much off it, so I didn't end up focusing on the forest. I went for Silent Lab to try and stun the other, like, super speed stuff if you get to go first. I really have no idea which one's better between Shauna and Birch, to be honest. I flipped all the tails on Birch this time round, so you can think of it as you will, but yeah, it's like...
I flipped all the heads.
Exactly. So it's like, I don't know which one's better off of it. This was the first list I'd built, so we looked at Shauna first because it's technically more consistent, but I think Birch was the one that was played like all the time as a 4 first in this set from what I've been seeing, like video-wise and whatnot. A lot of the decks, especially like Omnipop, was playing like 4 observations and then like a Shauna or something in 1 or 2 of the decks. Just because he really wanted to stuff with it that way. Depends on the deck type, right? Not every deck's going to be able to do battle compressor shenanigans, so some decks it does make more sense to have more outright support accounts and stuff. Yeah, I think other than that, maybe the only thing this is missing is Hex, which Hex makes sense in like every deck that isn't Vile Bloom exactly, I think, because obviously you don't want to turn off item lock on the opponent's turn as well, right? That's the whole point.
Yeah, I think it's what's a Hex, if only because of this guy.
Yeah.
Yes, because specifically, Mega Sceptile is prevent all effects of your opponent's abilities done to this Pokemon. It will not stop your Renegade Pulse.
Yep, because that's an effect on Giratina.
Despite what some judges thought at the time.
Oh, we're going into that story, huh? No, in the Giratina matchup, you focus a lot more on regular Sceptile. From my own like little testing bit. Silent Lab is cute and all, but you can't play Silent Lab as soon as they Chaos Wheel anyway. So you focus a lot more on just using Unseen Claw at that point, because this is an easier attack to set up than what they have, and you're trading 2 shots between the 2 of you anyway. So it's a bit of an awkward one, but the fact that you have a good non-EX attacker means you do stand a chance in that matchup. Still not great, but a chance is better than nothing, and yeah, that's what that and the Manectric actually have going for them, is that they do have a chance against the Tina because of that.
Decent non-EX attackers are pretty nice, or decent non-Mega attackers for your Megas are pretty nice.
Yeah, it's the same sort of thing as for like evolving stuff, isn't it? Having like a reasonable mid stage or something. Or like a good early attack. It's that sort
Frogadier.
of... Yes, we'll get there. Yeah, it's that similar sort of idea, where if you actually have something you can play in the midterm bit, it's good. I think if you don't have the Ariados, though, Sceptile doesn't stand a chance. Because if you're using the promo one, that's... Agility is annoying, but you're gonna have to flip, like, 2 or 3.
If we still had Laser, it would be stupid.
Yeah, but Laser can't be played under items, so... item lock, so...
Yes, but not every deck's going to be running the Valve.
True, but I guess, like, there was another Giratina variant that could have been thingied in, which was the so-called, like, Metal Dinos deck. I don't know why you think Giratina's a dinosaur, but whatever. It's got Tyrantrum, that's where the name comes from, but the deck did play, like, 2 Giratina as well, because Metal Links can get... I mean, it gets the color spot. Yeah, you're playing Double Dragon, and Giratina works with 1 Double Dragon and 2 of any energy, so, yeah, as you say. Also, this mirror is horrendous as well, by the way, if you ever even think about that, because the first person to Chaos Wheel just wins the game because you can't play Special Energy anymore. So, this mirror is also, like, absolutely horrific. You can't even Lysandre store them either, because they do have 4 AZs, so the chances of that working are, like, non-existent. So, yeah. It's a really, really bad mirror as well. But I mean, this just kind of goes in is to show like how sort of dumb this format. I mean, Jason's blog actually puts it in a decent way too, of going. There's a lot of it is like, I think this is the closest to modern Yu-Gi-Oh that TCG has gotten in quite a while. Even considering nowadays, like nowadays does have that sort of bit a little as well, but this for sure is to me the closest that it gets, because this really is well, yeah, kind of, but base gym didn't let you get Dark Valve Bloom at turn 1 because Breeder could not be used on, like it was current Bear Candy, so even then it's like sure, but this has the sort of build a board sort of thing that modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Has had a hard time with for a long while, right? Of just, yeah, like 10 to 15 minute combos potentially when you're playing this in real life with all the shuffling and stuff, for one turn to build basically an unbreakable board, right? Like, I was so close to getting that Valve Bloom on turn 1 that you would have had nothing at all, right? For basically the entire game at that point. And it's dumb. it's really dumb, but it's like this. The Trevenant obviously can do stuff as well that way. It's missing Floatstone right now, but like whatever, right? You know, it's still the same sort of bit of going, yeah, build a thing, going first, you can't play the game anymore. And like Seismitoad even can sometimes be that sort of way. You get like one turn before it punches out, and then you think of it on the opposite extreme of going, well, look at Mega Ray. If it pops off, then you've got like 8 Pokemon down, 2 or 3 Mega Rays, at least a DCE on one of them, probably Mega Turboed a little bit as well, right? It's on the opposite end is also a thing here, so yeah.
You should play Trevenant versus it, then it cries a little inside.
Trevenant with like 8 hammers, yeah. Oh, like it was more than that. you played like you played the full suite of crush. Was it like 3 crushing, 2 enhanced, like 2 Zerosec and a Flag
grunts.
2 grunts and a Zerosec. Yeah, so it's like, yeah. Of course, it's gonna get messed up by that, but
When needs must.
Yeah. But yeah, it's like all the bits accumulating as to why I really do not care for this format. But, you know, it's not as if there aren't cool things within it, because, again, like, bats are really fun to do, and it's a shame we don't get anything quite like that again. As much as it has been, like, you know, played a dozen times by now, and the main stuff is still really fun, and, you know, it's a nice little, momentum loop, I guess, is the thing for it.
I still haven't touched it.
I know you haven't,
which is
yeah.
funny.
Like, the fighting stuff is pretty reasonable as well. Sceptile, in the same sort of vein, like, this is fun to play with at the very least. You know,
It's a neat concept.
It's not as if there's nothing in this format that's worth enjoying, but, you know.
The meta stuff is just so far above and beyond, it's not even funny.
There's just too many mistakes in the card design, for me, is the thing. That's where it goes wrong. It's like there are far too many, you know, steps in really bad directions that just encourage absolute degeneracy off of it here. Not much else to really say with it, I suppose.
Format defined by its worst.
Yep, that's
Generally how it goes.
It's not the first time that we've had to say this. It probably won't be the last time that we get to say that sort of thing, but it certainly doesn't make it sting any less. But hey, at the very least, the next set does have a bit more on the fun side of things to look into, so that's nice at least.
Yeah, let's get it out and put this set to rest.
Yeah, don't know. I mean, for the YouTube side, thank you very much for watching the usual fun stuff a bit. Sorry it wasn't the most... You stole a card out of my deck, you butt. Not the most entertaining of ones from my side, I know, but somebody has got to be the villain sometimes off of these things, and there was nothing else I wanted to do. At least it was testing anywhere near as consistent as that. So, yeah.
Okay, villains lose to idiot showman heroes, you know how it works.
Exactly, there we go.
Unless it's my deck.
Especially after said villain monologues about how to beat them, their one weakness, etc, etc. That's pretty much how it went today, so there we go. Thank you very much for watching nonetheless, and next time something a lot more entertaining, so yeah, at least it should be. We'll see. Right, and then